Yo, yo, yo. Guys, today I want to talk about foundations, NGOs, and NPOs, but especially foundations. I bet you didn't know that some CEOs of some NGOs and some NPOs and some foundations earn way more money than most CEOs who work in the corporate and for profit business. I bet you didn't know that. Stay tuned and we get deeper into this topic. Holla! Hmm. Bet you never seen a white squirrel before, an albino squirrel. Something looks like a dodo over here. There. See that? One with nature. Yep. People, welcome, welcome, welcome again. Check this out, man. I've been thinking about this, right? So, the rich keep getting richer, right? And the poorer keep getting poorer. Does this now mean that the rich people don't care about the poor people? Or does this simply mean that the rich people don't have enough to give to the poor people? You see, so this is a debate that's been happening for years now, you know what I mean? And it just feels like it just feels like the rich people are just totally, totally killing it in the money game, you know? And they're leaving us, the poor people, behind, right? That's how it feels, right? And the truth of the matter is, they are. They honestly really don't care about the poor people. Now, there's a lot of foundations and organizations and um, what's called NGOs, right? And they all put out this message of wanting to help the poor and doing for the poor and trying to alleviate poverty and all that. And a lot of these rich families have foundations, like the Rockefeller Foundation, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, the you name who's got a foundation, right? I didn't know. I didn't know that these foundations, on the surface, it looks like they're out to help you, out to help us, right? But they're not. The funds that are funneled into these charitable causes goes right back to them. So it's like they are doing business with themselves. You know, you on the surface you would think that these people are here to help us, right? But they're not. They're actually out to help themselves. These NGOs and foundations are basically PR companies for the rich people. I didn't even know this. So if you have a lot of money and you need to get tax breaks and you need to do all these financial gains for yourself, you need to open and start a foundation or an NGO. Did you know that? No, you didn't. Now you know. Ah. Hello, ma'am. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thanks yourself.
I'm fine, thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, what do you like about Cape Town?
The view.
The view.
Yes.
Okay. And which places in Cape Town would you recommend anyone to come visit?
Cape Town and Cape Point.
Cape Town and Cape Point.
Yes.
Okay. And during summertime or winter times, would you recommend the city in all seasons or just in
All
summer?
seasons.
All season.
All seasons.
All season. Okay. Which is your favorite scene in Cape Town?
Cape Point.
Cape Point. Why
Yes.
Cape Point?
So you have different seasons for different plants growing, and the
Okay.
animals are there. The
Mhm.
seawater is there.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of variety stuff you can do.
Mhm.
Plus there's restaurants and everything. So yeah.
Okay. Last question, ma'am. How do you maintain this high level of beauty? Because definitely you don't bath in council water like the rest of us. So which water? So what water are you using?
I'm
Belpray?
nah, no, I'm using Cape Town water.
No, can't be.
It's Cape
Because
Town water,
we
I'm
don't look
telling
like
you.
you, right? If we all
Yeah.
bath in the same water, we all look like you. But unfortunately, we don't look all like you
I recommend tourists to come bath in Cape Town.
in Cape Town.
Yeah.
Okay, so your beauty secret?
I'll see.
Thank you, ma'am.
Alright.
Guys, the truth of the matter is when it comes to foundations and NGOs, bruh, they are not what you think. And trust me, they are not, most of them are not locally funded. Local people don't have money to be running NGOs and to be running foundations like that. Most of them are foreign run, foreign donors. So the donations come from foreign people, right? And the foreign people, foreign entities have an agenda. And the agenda is normally one that profits them, not the country in question, not the people in question, and not the stated um, mission that they have as their mission statements on their websites and as their company policies, right? Now, the truth is, a lot of people, me included, everyone, a lot of people will tell you this that when they hear about NGO, they hear about a foundation, they think it's for good charitable work. We all donate to them, we all give money to them, we all do these nice things, you know what I mean? Hoping that our little contribution can make big changes down the line in different people's lives, right? The less fortunate. Unfortunately, unfortunately, as soon as that foundation steps into a country, that country is already less fortunate just by having the presence of these NGOs, NPOs, and foundations. Because trust me, the Bill Gates and Melinda Foundation, right, was at the forefront of creating a vaccine that was going to kill millions of Africans. I know there was a rumor. So allegedly, it is alleged that Bill Gates said something to the effect that the virus was meant to kill Africans, and so all this is alleged stuff, right? Nothing has been proven, but that goes to show you a tip of the iceberg of what the foundation or a foundation is all about, right? Now we can't verify and say that all foundations are bad, right? We can't. But the bad ones give even the good ones a bad name, right? So the thing is, we now know, we now know that foundations and NGOs, especially in South Africa, there's one NGO, right? And that NGO is called the Helen Suzman Foundation, right? Now, the Helen Suzman Foundation is at the forefront of blocking development in certain sectors, which they deem unfair or unnecessary. Now, if you're just a foundation, why are you getting involved in politics? I don't understand that. Aren't you supposed to be doing charitable work and, you know? So a lot of people have criticized the Helen Suzman Foundation for interfering in governmental processes. You know what I mean? And it's so unfair and it's so unlike that because what happens what happens is now the foundations begin to take over and stop critical government development that could benefit normal ordinary citizens like you and I. But now because the foundation has powerful donors behind them and they have a say whenever something goes wrong, they put their foot down and government has to yield. I think that is a very unfair practice, guys, really. So we need to be careful of this foundation that we support. We need to be critical and we need to be wary of the foundation and the MPOs and the NGOs, especially the foreign ones. Not only the foreign ones, but even the local ones who have foreign donors, because a foreign NGO and a local NGO that got foreign donors are basically the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So we need to be wary of these foundations, these NGOs and these NPOs, because it doesn't make sense that an NGO, which is meant to be a good charitable organization, the CEOs are earning more than corporate CEOs. I mean, if you're a charity organization and you depend on donations, how is it that you're making millions, millions in salary? How? These things need to be questioned. These things need to be questioned. So it's it's normal because we've come to normalize it. But it's not supposed to be normal, guys. This thing of having NGOs and foundations interfering in government politics, then having the same NGOs and foundations CEOs earning salaries like government minister salaries. I mean, come on, this is ridiculous, guys. You know what I mean? Yeah. So another sad thing is this, right? Foundations. When people set up these foundations, right? Like I was saying, like the Rockefeller Foundation, the Bill Gates Million Foundation, and all that. The money they pump into that, trust me, that money still comes right back to them. It's like full circle. You know what I mean? They're not doing it for anything. They're not doing it for you and I. They're not trying to better the country. They're not trying to better the economy in any way. So the only thing they there for is their own enrichment. That's all they really care about. So what's that whole thing? And then what's that part? And then you just tell me what you think about what I said now. Go and do your own research. Maybe I could be lying. Maybe I could be misled. Maybe you think I could be misinformed or ill-informed. You know, do your research and find out and see if these foundations or if these NGOs and NPOs are doing the work that they're supposed to be doing from start to finish. Because sometimes it's just window dressing. Well, this organization feeds them. And for sure, you see them going out and feeding poor children and giving food, poor schemes and all that, right? But that's not their core business. That's just window dressing. They say they feed kids, and you do see them feeding kids, right? And then you think, well, but they are doing what they said they're going to do. Yes, they're just layering it. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, the real cause is money. Track the money, track the cash. And then you see that the real core business is not just feeding the hungry, but it's actually milking the countries for whatever resources and cash and money, financial gain that the country has. So, yeah, we need to go out and see if these things are worth having in our countries, especially in Africa, because I know a lot of Western, yeah, I know a lot of Western, I know a lot of Western countries. They really want to, a lot of Western countries, they really want to see Africa go down. They don't want Africa to develop, right? So you need to be wary of these foundations, especially the ones that come from Europe and America, because to be honest, man, they do not have Africa's best interest at heart. That I know for a fact. You know what I mean? So yeah. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Holla!